Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Beyond the Court. When we talk about Warriors franchise star Stephen Curry, how do fans usually praise him? Selfless team leader, a generational superstar, the man who ushered in the small ball era, the greatest shooter in history, and so on. People naturally attach words like accuracy and three-pointer to Curry. It almost seems like his success, and even the Warriors dynasty, was built solely on his shooting. There are countless articles and videos breaking down how great Curry is from three-point range, his shooting distance, his accuracy, his release form, and more. But saying he only relies on shooting is far from the full story. Many overlook the Warriors' league best defense during their run, and they often ignore Curry's other elite offensive gifts. One of those is athleticism. Everyone knows Curry grew up with a slim frame. In high school, despite his shooting making waves across the state, most top college coaches saw his 6'0", 160-pound build and shook their heads, convinced this body couldn't survive in NCAA basketball. Only Davidson head coach Bob McKillop recognized his potential. Other schools didn't even offer a full scholarship. And yes, Curry was often targeted on defense early on. But look deeper, and the picture changes. Check his athletic testing numbers. A 35.5-inch running vertical, equal to Clippers dunker Blake Griffin, and even higher than Dwight Howard's. On the bench press, 185 pounds per 10 reps, more than Dwyane Wade's 9, and far more than Kevin Durant's 0. In agility, Curry shines too. Lane agility at 11.07 seconds, faster than Derrick Rose's 11.69. Three-quarter court sprint in 3.28 seconds, quicker than speedster Monta Ellis by 0.03. Compared to freaks like LeBron or Giannis, his physical tools don't match. But he's far from lacking. His speed, core strength, and flexibility are all elite. We've seen him drive into the paint, absorb contact from big men, and still finish without his form breaking down. So why the label poor athleticism? Because his drawbacks, short wingspan, smaller frame, limit his defensive range and explosive burst. Ironically, that short wingspan even helps his shooting motion. Speaking of shooting, Curry often takes 10, 15, even 23s a night, including deep logo shots, half-court heaves, and contested pull-ups. Without great core strength, his body couldn't sustain that volume at high efficiency, especially after heavy contact. We often describe him as a great scorer, backed by 2 scoring titles, big numbers, and high shooting percentages. That's true, but it only tells part of the story. Curry's deadliest trait isn't just his scoring, it's his gravity, the way he bends defenses, because his on-ball skills, playmaking, and off-ball game are all top tier. And that last one, his off-ball movement, is the most crucial. Most stars, when they have the ball, can put up big numbers. But not every star stays dangerous without the ball. This season, Curry's usage on possessions he controls is 17.6%, only 45th in the league. Average time of possession, 5.8 minutes, 19th among starting point guards. Front court touches, just 31.5 per game, 64th in the league. Those numbers don't look like a superstar's. Instead, he averages 10 off-ball scoring possessions per game, 8th in the league. He scores 1.2 3-points per off-ball possession, first among all guards with at least one such chance a game, even higher than his on-ball scoring rate of 1.13. Efficient, selfless, and low usage. Who wouldn't want a superstar like that? And he's doing this at 35 years old, not even his peak version anymore. So what makes Curry's off-ball game so strong? It's not just he can run. Relentless movement requires elite stamina. The more he runs, the more people underrate his endurance. How much can he run? In last year's playoffs, over 22 games, he covered 55.82 miles in total, 2.54 miles per game, fourth among finals players, just behind Boston's two stars and Klay Thompson. In the 2018-19 playoffs, he averaged 2.85 miles per game, again fourth among finals players, with 1.32 miles spent on defense, matching Klay's defensive workload. From 2015 to 2018, in every Warriors-Cavs finals, he ranked first, third, second, and second in playoff distance covered among finals rosters. Numbers are one thing, but players and coaches tell the story better. In the 2015 finals, Cavs guard Matthew Dellavedova chased Curry full court. By Game 3, he collapsed from dehydration and cramps, skipped media, and went straight to the hospital for full treatment. Defensive pest Patrick Beverley has said that if he's guarding Curry the next day, he goes to bed at 8 p.m., but if it's Chris Paul, he can sleep past 10. Celtics guard Marcus Smart felt the same. Before the finals, he thought good rest would be enough to keep up with Curry. But deep into the series, even the reigning defensive player of the year admitted he was gassed. You have to keep running, no matter where he is. It's a test of your stamina. I hit my limit in the finals physical, high-intensity games. Much of that running is hard sprinting, with sudden jumps and contact mixed in. Smart said after Game 4, he downed a glucose drink and even took an 4 from sheer exhaustion. Meanwhile, Curry still shot 43.7% from 3 in that series. Bulls coach Billy Donovan compares him to a marathon runner. People see the shooting, but he values Curry's stamina the most. His trainer says Curry's endurance comes from his lighter body weight, plus relentless conditioning work. In the 2018-19 West Finals, there was a possession where Curry ran for nearly the full 24 seconds, switching from on-ball to off-ball, chased by multiple defenders, and never stopped moving. We often blame defenses for giving him space, but almost every open look is something Curry runs himself open for. Even when he's not scoring, his cuts pull defenders out of position, creating shots for teammates. Legends like Rip Hamilton and Reggie Miller were famous for off-ball work, but only Curry does it while playing the whole game like a role player, selflessly sprinting to create opportunities for others, or punishing lapses himself. In recent years, he's bulked up to help cover for weaker defenders like Jordan Poole. That, plus age, means his stamina is naturally fading. Sometimes now, after the first quarter, he's gulping air on the bench or camping in the corner to rest. But that doesn't diminish his career-long motor. He has literally run through his entire career. One day, when he finally can't, that's when we'll have to say goodbye. 10 years ago, in the 2013 West Semis versus the Spurs, Game 1 went to double overtime. Gino Billy hit the game winner, but if he'd missed, the Spurs might have gone down 0-2 at home. Few remember that the biggest threat to San Antonio was a young Curry in his first playoffs, logging 57 minutes and 56 seconds of a 58-minute game, resting just 4 seconds, and still scoring 44 points with 11 assists on 51% shooting. And that was with a sprained ankle he'd been playing on since the first round, treated with pain-numbing injections. This season, the playoffs began with the Warriors losing Game 1. Curry missed a late, circus game tying 3, but criticism was muted. This dynasty has been here before. Even down 0-2 in the series, he didn't quit, dropping 36 points at home in Game 3, then 10 points in the fourth quarter of Game 4 to tie the series. Kings star De'Aaron Fox summed it up. He's terrifying. I just tried to be disruptive. True greatness isn't self-proclaimed. It's acknowledged by your opponents. And Stephen Curry's greatness goes far beyond the three-point shot.